What's on, guys? Welcome back to... Did I say what's on, guys? What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa. Last time, what happened? Oh yeah, last time we figured out that Sakura was the traitor, and, we got attacked by the mastermind, supposedly. So, yeah. Let's just hop right into the next episode, guys. Oh, Makoto, are you okay? Huh? What do you mean? You were late, so we were worried about you. Want $8? Toko? Byakuya? What are you doing here?
What the heck?
They're taking refuge here. Refuge?
Such ignorance.
Don't make that stupid face. We have to protect ourselves against the masterminds at Tool. The masterminds? Are you talking about Sakura? That's when I finally noticed. The only one that wasn't in the dining hall was Sakura. Huh? Where is Sakura?
Stop talking.
All I know is if she were here, I wouldn't be. The only reason I went out of my way to join the rest of you was a safeguard against that threat. Threat?
What is this?
Why? Why do you hate her so much?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious? Because this makes things unfair. Unfair? This game should be fair to all players. The existence of a spy for the mastermind upsets that balance.
What the heck?
That's a stupid reason.
What did you say?
Stupid. This is a life or death game, is it not?
That's terrible.
It is stupid. You're a stupid idiot.
Hey.
Before you get too far into your argument, maybe you should stop and think this through. Why did the mastermind reveal that Sakura was the spy to us?
What the heck?
They were getting revenge on her, right? Like Monokuma said, an eye for an eye.
However,
That may be a part of it, but it's not the whole picture. Revealing that fact was also meant to serve as the next motive the mastermind wanted to give us. The chaos and confusion born from suspicion, the hatred.
in other words,
The right here, this fighting, the bickering, it's the trap the mastermind laid for us. Knowing that, will you still stand there and argue like children?
but
That's not what I'm trying to do. It's just, I mean, how can I get you guys to believe in Sakura again? If she really can be the mastermind like she said, that'd go a long way in my mind.
what are you saying?
Idiot, you really ask her to do something so dangerous? What if something terrible happens to her?
Interesting.
It wouldn't matter.
Huh?
What? If Sakura were to die, that's one less person for the mastermind to control. I have no problem with that. Hold on, Byakuya. In fact, if she did die, that would settle this entire issue, wouldn't it? It would put the whole problem to rest. Oh.
What the hell?
Okay, owie. Look at Toko. Yeah, that's what you get, bitch. Don't talk on Sakura. Don't talk disrespect on Sakura's name. Put some respect on her name.
You disgust me. You're a monster.
A monster.
To say something like that, it should have been you. You should have been the one to die.
What?
I should have died.
Interesting.
Then are you planning to take care of that yourself? Go ahead, try it if you dare. That's how it works here, after all.
What is this?
You think I can't do it? Hina, calm down.
That's right.
This is exactly what the mastermind wants. And it's exactly what Sakura doesn't want. What's wrong? Lost your nerve? I'm leaving. I'll be in my room. Trembling with anger, Hina ran off. That stupid cow. How dare she? She should die 1,000 deaths, no 1,000,000. So, she was just another hysterical little girl, hardly worth my attention.
Just a second.
It's what other people call having feelings, Byakuya, and all you can do is mock them for it. What's wrong with that?
Hey.
A friendly word of warning. Someday that attitude is going to come back and bite you, hard.
I don't have time to play with
And
you.
I will happily elude its attempts. So, how about we maybe now's not a good time.
You know?
Without a word, each of us left the dining hall. We headed back to our rooms one by one. Are you kidding me? I literally just started. Okay. Alright, well, I guess I'll see you at the freaking... Alright. Free time's over. Nighttime announcement's over. Let's continue. Nighttime already. Tonight feels somehow uneasy. We still haven't settled things with Sakura. Oops, I skipped. Everyone's in a terrible mood. I just hope nothing happens tonight. Foreshadowing? Wow! It's the Monokuma Theater! Ding dong, bing bong. It's morning time! Nighttime! It is morning! Which means... shut up. I need to do something about Sakura. I better go to the dining hall and talk to the others about it one more time. Who's this? Huh? Was that someone screaming? I think it came from the dining hall. No. No! Not Sakura! Not Sakura! Not Sakura! Okay. Oh, Makede! We got a big problem, man! What's wrong? Look! Hiro's finger shook as he pointed.
Hina! Are you okay? What happened?
She killed her.
No, she didn't. She's still...
Genocide Jill killed Hina!
No, she didn't. Hina's still alive.
You gotta be kidding!
No, she's not dead. She's over your eyes. No way she's dead. Why? What happened? Well, Tega and Hina just all of a sudden, they were yelling and then they knocked the pepper off the table. And that led to a sneeze?
You SOB!
Your giant balloons are a little too perfect, aren't they? I may be flat, but at least mine are real. And look at my sharply collarbone! Doesn't it just nice that you're on fire?
Totally
I don't know
not
what voice to
adorable.
give her because she's like crazy.
Anyway, you totally non-adorable boys. Just get her out of my sight, okay? Or else... I'll start cutting and indulging myself for who knows how long.
Okay then, let's get Hina to the nurse's office. Come on, Hiro, help me. Sure thing. Genocide Jack's abrasive laugh chased us out of the room as we carried Hina away. By the time I finished taking care of Hina's injury in the nurse's office, she seemed to have finally regained her composure.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Are you sure you're feeling better?
Yeah, it really was just a scratch.
But still, that was super close. If I hadn't yelled out, you'd be dead right now. It's all thanks to me, you know?
Yes, well, 1,000 thanks you to you, sir.
So sarcastic. That just makes you sound even more hostile. Hey, Hina, what the heck happened?
Oh, we just got into a fight, and I lost my temper and flew off the handle.
Let me guess, the fight was because of Sakura?
But...
At first, I just tried to ignore it. If you let jerk buttholes get you all the time, you'll never have time left to live your life. But she wouldn't let it go, so I just...
What the heck?
Without thinking about it, I felt like I wanted to punch her a dozen times.
You're serious?
A dozen punches? Is it really without thinking? And when things got out of hand, Genocide Jack got loose, right? Or let loose, right?
Sorry.
It's my own fault, but I just couldn't take it anymore. Because she is saying all those terrible things about my friend, you know?
Before I knew it, Hina's eyes started welling up with tears. And just as the tears were on the brink of spilling over, the door to the nurse's office bust open and I thought the door was gonna fly off its hinges. And there she stood before us.
Hina.
Sakura!
You're hurt. What happened?
Huh?
Oh, nothing. It's not a big deal.
Hey!
Makoto, Hiro, what's the meaning of this?
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was Genocide Jim. It's all that demented murder fiend's fault.
Oh, damn.
To hurt Hina, damn you. To leave me alone, but hurt her. What is this?
How dare you!
What is this?
I'm okay. Really, it's just a scratch.
Oh, no forgiveness!
Unforgivable.
I can't forgive this!
Hiro, if you want to hate someone, hate me. If you want to hurt someone, hurt me.
What?
I don't hate you exactly.
I can't forgive this!
Why?
Somebody save me!
Hiro nearly tripped over himself as he ran screaming out of the nurse's office. But just a second later... What's going on? What's all this noise about? Kyoko stood in the doorway of the nurse's office, taking Hiro's spot in the room.
It would seem...
I gathered that something happened. Kyoko, please, you have to stop Sakura. You don't need to stop me. I'm okay. I'm not going to do anything. I'm drawing a line, right here and now. Drawing a line? Goodbye.
Wait, Sakura!
Hina sprang into action, leaving the nurse's office to chase after Sakura. The only ones left were... Kyoko? Are you still mad? Yeah, I figured.
That's fine.
It's fine. Huh?
Whew.
About that issue we discussed earlier. It doesn't matter anymore. Then, do you forgive me to not being able to talk about it?
In other words,
You could have told me about Sakura and Monokuma fighting, but you stayed quiet. You were only thinking of Sakura, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? You didn't want to confuse everyone until you could talk to her and be sure of what you saw. That's what you were thinking, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? Yeah. To think like that.
I wouldn't have expected such arrogance from you,
What?
because
Ultimately, that means you don't trust me. No, that's not... But if that's how you feel, I can't really change your mind. I'm sorry.
that's fine.
It's fine. I've already forgotten about it. Besides,
And
I may have overreacted. Huh?
anyway,
Anyway, it's over and done with. Like I said, let's just forget about it. Okay, thank you. There's no point. Look,
whew,
I want to talk to you about something else. What is it you want to talk to me about?
indeed.
Actually, I'd like you to come somewhere with me. I have business there. Where?
So,
Just come with me and you'll find out. I guess, but...
shall we go?
Well then, shall we get going? With her typical indifference, Kyoko turned and walked away, setting a brisk pace. Kyoko! I hurried to catch up to her. She walked ahead in silence, and in silence, I chased her. And eventually, we arrived. The dressing room? So the something else you mentioned...
Indeed.
That's right, it has to do with alter ego. But you said we didn't need alter ego anymore.
Wrong.
I didn't say we didn't need him. I just said he had done his job. Besides, it's not us that needs alter ego. He has business with us. Huh?
Right.
Alter ego asked me to bring others to come see him. Apparently he has something he wants to ask us. Alter ego wants to ask us something?
Hello. Oh, so it's just the two of you? Kyoko and Makoto?
Kyoko's fingers glided across the keyboard. Is two not enough?
No, it's okay. Two should be plenty.
But what is it he wants to ask us?
Indeed.
Let's find out, shall we? Kyoko typed in the question. What did you want to ask us?
Oh yeah, so... I'd like you to take me somewhere where you can connect me to the school internet.
What?
What? Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied, "Why?"
Well, you said my job was done, right? But to just stop here, saying I finished my work, I don't want that.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here.
That's right.
That's what Master would want too. So to help everyone else, to solve the mystery of the school,
That's right.
the only way I can help is if you connect me to the school's network.
But if you did that, that's basically suicide. I'm positive the mastermind would find out about it. They'd find you and they'd... You agree, right, Kyoko?
So,
I realize how dangerous it could be. But still, I have to do this.
but
I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but
still.
when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay.
I'm gonna
It's
do
for
my
the
best.
sake of everyone else. I won't be afraid.
I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. It was just too committed, too admirable, too fragile.
Hey,
You remember what you asked before, Makoto? You asked what the difference is between a person and a program, right? Yeah.
certainly.
When I talk to Ira Iko, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that's a question even the program's creator can't answer. But I can say this.
Correct.
There's no question that Alter Ego is our friend. Kyoko, to be honest, I didn't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore, because if we take him any more risks, the mastermind really will notice it. But
Makoto.
let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to the network. But
Hey,
he's our friend, so I want to take his feelings into consideration. And he says that he wants to fight us alongside with his friends.
now,
If you were in his place, could you just sit by and do nothing in this situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up? Stand up tall next to everyone else and tell them you're your friend.
So,
Hey, are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't.
I want to believe in myself.
I want to be able to say, I know I can do this.
Leave it to me.
So please, let me try.
listen.
And besides, there's one place where the mastermind might not notice. One place?
That's right.
Remember, there's another place besides here where there's no surveillance camera. A room without a surveillance camera. The secret room. That's it, the secret room you told me about. I definitely remember there was no surveillance cameras in there.
Indeed.
And I do believe you can connect to the network from there. I remember seeing an Ethernet port on the wall. However, just because there's no camera there, doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the mastermind isn't monitoring that network somehow. We'll also have to move Alter Ego, and the mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. If they pick up on any of this, then it's all over. You're right,
That's what we have to do.
but despite all that, I still think we need to try.
Correct.
Because that's our best chance of finding any new clues. Kyoko. In that case, will you let me carry him? There's no way you could hide him with what you're wearing, right? So let me do it.
It's true.
Okay then, I'll leave it to you. Thank you.
So then,
Then, let's get started. It's gonna be a little cramped for you, Alter Ego. Bear with us, okay? We started packing him up right away. I closed the laptop and stuffed it under my jacket.
It tickles.
Shh, you can't talk right now. We're going to move you to another room. Until we get there, you have to be absolutely silent, okay?
Understood. Your command has been implemented.
Good. To have him react like a machine like that all of a sudden, I didn't know how to react.
Makoto.
In the secret room, there are a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers. So there might be a network cable in there?
However,
Assuming the mastermind hasn't already taken it away. Well, all we can really do is go check for ourselves.
it's true.
Agreed. Let's head to the secret room. Can't remember which floor it's on. It might actually just be... Is it just like here?
Just a second.
This isn't where we need to go.
Hey,
Come on, we have to hurry. Okay, so it is on the second floor. Oh, yeah, there's...
hey,
Hey, Makoto,
why?
are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again. What?
Listen to me.
Just hurry up and go, and make sure you don't run off. I'm gonna wait here. Oh, I get it, she's acting. She was so forceful, I thought I'd made her mad again somehow.
Just a second.
Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and go. Okay, I'm going.
So then,
And be thorough. I'm counting on you. Okay, first we have to find the network cable. In the desk? According to Kyoko, there should be a bunch of different cables in this drawer. Found it. This is the network cable, right? Now we just have to connect Alter Ego. I immediately got to work. I pulled out the laptop and connected it to the Ethernet port with this cable. And that should do it.
That's right.
Yeah, I think it worked.
Leave it to me.
Just leave the rest to me. I swear I'll find something. I might be able to even connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help.
So,
So, please just wait a little longer.
I'm gonna
Just
do
hold
my
tight
best.
and put your faith in me.
As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, we're gonna get out of here. You and all of us. As friends.
Friends? Even me?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Makoto.
Makoto.
How'd it go? Well, it went okay, but all the documents were gone, just like I told you. My reply was an unintentional mix of reacting and real feelings.
Correct.
I see. Then there's nothing left for us here.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore, that was sure. Kyoko!
What?
Yes? So we're just gonna split
Why
up?
is that?
Of course, I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Well, maybe, but isn't that a little too direct? Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance. That's not what I meant. I just had more I wanted to talk to you about, like, what are you gonna do about Sakura?
It's true.
Well, something has to be done, it's true.
However,
But that's the way things are now. There's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have the mind to listen. Then what should we do?
so...
If we can find some new clue that would likely change the situation, that's all we can hope for right now. Which is why Alter Ego,
Correct.
all we can do is wait. Believe in our friends. You're right. That's our only option. We parted ways and I headed back to my room. I'm kinda tired, so I laid down on my bed. Maybe it was because of maybe it was because of the stress of moving Alter Ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. So before long at all, I had completely dozed off. Huh? The sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world.
Makoto.
Makoto, get out here. Kyoko, what's going on?
Indeed.
Hina just came to see me, and she was white as a ghost. It sounds like something's happened. What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake. She's had for us to come to the rec room. The rec room? Okay, let's hurry. Oh no. No. What happened?
Huh?
Makoto! Kyoko! Hina, what's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room. What's inside? There was a window in the rec room door, and I hurried to look inside. And when I did... No. Sakura? Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair like she's bowing her head.
Hey.
Oh. What's going on? Did something happen to her?
Huh?
I was just walking past and I happened to notice her through the window, but I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking, I tried calling her name, but she wouldn't respond. Oh, no.
Huh?
So, what should we do? What are we gonna do?
Anyway,
First of all, we need to get into that room. But the door's locked, right? And if we break in, that'll be violating school regulations.
listen to me.
We're going to force our way in. I just said
Wrong.
the door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room door doesn't have a lock. Huh? Then why?
It would seem...
It feels like the door is pressuring up against something inside the room. Is it the chair? Chair?
In other words...
Either way, this door isn't locked, which means as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. Then there's no problem if we break in?
Indeed.
Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way. Okay, I'll go get something to break it with. Wait here. Oh no. No, I just realized something. The new area, there's poison. Oh no, that's why she would be able to die without it looking like she's dead. Oh no, not Sakura. Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? I hope so. Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure... Kyoko didn't reply. There was only silence, but that silence didn't last long. Here! I found a broom in the classroom. Use it!
Makoto.
You can handle this, right, Makoto?
Please!
Come on, please hurry! Okay, you two stand back. I took hold of the broom and swung it as hard as I could. Aiming directly at the window, all it took was one solid hit. The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through the now open window and started jostling the chair leaning against the door. The chair's pretty heavy, but if I can just... I pushed on it with all my strength, and finally the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could. But the moment I laid my hand on her... No, not Sakura. No. Oh, I felt... No. What? Why Sakura? Oh my god, dude. I can't believe this. Not Sakura, dude. I could feel only the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body. And then...
A body has been after a certain amount of time.
Danganronpa.
Huh? Sakura's dead? She's really dead?
I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on for his dead body. We didn't make it in time. It's happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered, was she confirming that Sakura was really dead, checking for a pulse or reaction? I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. And I... Why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. I just stood there, motionless, behind her, while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there, unable to do a thing, time just passed. And after I don't know how long... I got everyone.
What?
sugar.
Yes.
Oh, so she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura's been killed. I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means.
Sakura was murdered, and by someone in this very room. Is that what you were going to say?
No. Whoever killed her, it's not just someone in this room.
It's your fault!
It was one of you. Hiro, Byakuya, Toko. One of you killed Sakura.
What?
You're accusing us before we even began the investigation.
I don't need to investigate anything. Because you hated her. You hated the sight of her.
Forgive me.
One of you did it. I know it.
I don't know who this is. I mean, we've already seen everyone that's here. Oh. You know it? Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad.
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come on!
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer.
The Monokuma file!
That's right, it's the next Monokuma file. And don't get so mad, Miss Asahina, or you're gonna ruin that little face of yours. Now then, with that, Hold on. There's something I want to ask you. Huh? It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura. Huh? Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again, and then...
words,
Then I killed her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to the most regrettable end without me even getting the chance to finish things with me. Which, thank God for that, it saved me the trouble of having to go through a little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been so mean to test. That would have been a no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
Hey,
I gotta tell you, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she'd violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her. So I don't know who it was, but whoever the blackened is this time, I owe you one.
What is this?
You owe them one?
Oopsie, before you get all pissy-potty at me, you better figure out who did it first. Because, I mean, your life's here on the line, right?
What is this?
What the hell? He owes them one?
Forgive
I
me.
hate him. I hate this whole thing.
Well, I, for one, am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead.
Then let's decide who will stand guard this time.
I'll do it. Hina? I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay then, Hina is guard number 1, but we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
what?
Me.
You're always a thorn in my side. This time, just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. An order?
That's fine.
Fine, I'll stay behind.
Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we?
Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Which is...
Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in this crime scene.
What?
It's your fault!
One of you killed Sakura.
Forgive
I won't
me.
let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate.
I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one of you who killed Sakura and anyone near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here.
Well, it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
It's all clear now.
I won't ask you to let all of us in. Just let me...
What?
You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway.
Yep.
Nope, don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy about master anyway.
And you, Hero, do you really object?
If you're gonna get that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear now.
Then it's decided...
What are you saying?
Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know you feel Hina, but you should agree to his request.
But
Hey,
We have to find out who killed Sakura.
correct.
For those of us still alive and to honor Sakura's memory.
fine, I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally, who do want to touch a filthy dead body?
Listen,
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone, keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killers,
listen to me.
all of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's kind of a hopeless hope. We just have no choice but to do it. Whew. I'd better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There's evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Okay.
Hey,
I think this case this time might be a challenge. Why's that?
so...
The only way into the rec room is that door we just came through. And that door had been jammed shut with a chair from the inside. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside and there was no way in or out until we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right?
In other words,
This is a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing in mystery movies or books or whatever. But if it really happened in real life, and right before our very eyes, but could it really happen in real life?
hey,
Are you curious to hear what a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the crime is committed. This simply means the killer committed his crime, then through some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh?
In other words,
Oh, really? Okay. Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door or something like that.
however,
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off.
it's true.
The third type is the killer stays in the room until it's opened. What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden, and when the door is open, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been possible, maybe.
it's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked
In
room.
other words,
By that, I mean there's actually an alternative escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality, it's generally not possible. Then you think we can cross that one off too?
indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. Then Kyoko, which of the 4 choices seems the most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room, until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Okay, let's investigate then, I guess. There's glass here. There are shards of glass scattered around all the chair where Sakura was sitting. The glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Glass shards on the floor. There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma it's a Monokuma figure. Okay, well, let's look at these. Because these look just like the thing that were used. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. Yep. And inside each bottle there was some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is, how'd they get those figures inside the bottle?
So,
It's no different from your standard chip in a bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside?
You've never seen that? Oh, yeah, maybe I have.
In other words,
So, this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass which probably started out as a bottle. Which means Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Okay, well there's blood over here. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Oh god. This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
Ah, that's... Do you recognize it, Hina? Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So, after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might calm her down a little. So, you gave that candy to Sakura? I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we got into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much?
I mean...
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now they've lost all their flavor. You know. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance.
so...
It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned it more than once how protein was good for all sort of ailments.
wrong.
I wouldn't take this to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can. It got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem lab had all kind of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. Huh? What is it?
Hey,
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window I broke inside.
correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. Why does that matter?
So...
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of this. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. An important clue. I'm not sure how I see how. That's weird. It has to have been there after we broke in. So somebody put that there or dropped that there or something after we broke in. So could be anyone as they were like running up just dropped it or something. I don't know. Oh my god, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. The magazines. Same shelf of full magazines. There's all kind of different magazines here. Yeah. I know.
What the heck?
You already know who did it. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them. They couldn't just stand the side. They just couldn't stand the side of me or her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon, the Monokuma file said she'd die right around then. I'm telling you the truth, I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She just said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her, by force even, this never would have happened. Hina. It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. But the fact she asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place that she ended up dying. It might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. Okay.
However...
But for Sakura to have been killed, yeah, she's not the type that would go down without a fight.
It's true.
She certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly, they would have needed it too if they expected any chance against her.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So, you found out interesting... And it's true? I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do that, what it said, and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped that note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya said he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're finished already, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. Oh, okay, I gotta examine her actual body does. Sakura drew her last breath, sitting slumped forward in the chair. There's an obvious evidence of blood to the head, but normally I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her. But according to the Monofuma file, she also vomited blood. And I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Maybe her hitting on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? Not a chance. Byakuya.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting.
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. What do you mean? What, I need to follow up on that?
Myself.
Oh, here we go. Huh? The locker's open and they're on the inside. It's a handprint?
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and it left a handprint all in the dust.
It's true.
It looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker, and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locker room was opened? Don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Huh? Why not?
Hey.
Think back, before we opened the door, we looked right inside the room, right? Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point.
Indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened. Yeah, so then, what does this handprint mean? Yes, the clock. It's around 1 o'clock right now. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura died around 12 noon, so roughly an hour ago. Was that when Kyoko and I were moving Alter Ego? The chair. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Well then? Like, how? I've already checked everything. What do you mean?
Hey.
What the heck?
What do you want? Do I need to check every single row of this? Like, that's the only thing I think. I'm so confused right now, like I don't even know what's going on. I've literally just checked everything again.
Hey,
Was there some sort of like purple thing that I was supposed to... God, dude. What? Where? 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 Oh my god. Where? The freak is going on? The door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock and there's no evidence that the mounting has been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened of course when I broke it in to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening, and there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. Are you saying I really just needed to click on the door? I thought if I clicked on the door, it was just gonna say, I need to continue investigating the crime scene, you can't leave yet. God damn it, I just restarted home.
listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so for the most part.
So then,
Then you should probably go talk to the people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't
listen
leave.
to me.
But she's decided you'll go in my place. She's decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right, I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Finally, I can leave. Oh my gosh. Those other two probably went back to their rooms. Oh, do they know? Do they know? Toto. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds...
Who's
there? The most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good
Hey,
mood.
I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something? If something's indecent, get ready for a sexual harassment lawsuit.
Well, actually, now that you say that...
Oh wait, she's out here? Where? Oh.
What do you want?
You know, you're always talking about how indecent things are, but you're always the one who brings it up in the first place, you know?
What? What? You think you can be in the battle of wits? You're nothing.
That's not what I'm trying to do.
Don't bother. The only one who's allowed to accuse me is Master. My heart and soul belong to him.
I need to pump the brakes on this situation. Awkward silence.
What do you want?
I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yuki already told me she asked to meet with him.
What? She wanted to meet with Master too? I just said two, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it?
I admit it. I did get the note, but I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go.
Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated to her room. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds...
You know?
What's up, Makeda? Did you need something? Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check on something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What?
How did you know about that?
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ugo told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Tege to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that?
What?
When she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note.
How about that?
She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention others like in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super sus. So, then you went and met with Sakura?
You got it all wrong.
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely sus.
Actually...
The last time I saw Edgar was with Hina got hurt and took her to the nurse's office.
Don't look at me!
I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Oh, sorry. Looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Huh? Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it in his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I've got to throw out. Trash?
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Edgar asked me to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you'll excuse me. But waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro just said that was trash, but there's no way that was all there was to it. Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? I'll definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should go find out more about that protein can. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So, where should I start? The chem lab. Look who it is. This is my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more importantly right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful to not step in it. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? It looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4.
Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at this point, the room wasn't like this.
And this powder must have been
So
spilled.
in other words...
That's right, it could have only been around the time of the incident.
If that really is what happened, it must be related to the case somehow. These are footprints? And they're only in front of the left shelf.
How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan.
By we, do you mean me?
How kind of you to offer.
With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
What?
Well, let's go. Chomp chomp.
Okay. So I got to work, and before long I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. So how's this?
Not bad. For you, I mean.
For me?
See.
So, when you look at it like this, interesting, it would appear that whoever left these footprints had only had business with the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. And that's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be
It's certainly
Makoto.
possible.
Are they yours?
No.
What?
Okay then, let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself.
I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said.
I see, your feet do not appear to be big enough. Or, your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints.
Unfortunately.
But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to.
Then these prints are really a valuable clue. Okay, then why are they not in my truth bullets? Oh no. There's a bunch of yellow patterns scattered across the floor. I'd better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good hard look at the powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. Okay. Oh my god, stop. Oh, there it is. Footprints in the powder. Okay. Let's see, what's on this shelf? There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found probably came from this shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter A. So I guess I can consider this section A. Huh? But wait. There's one bottle that's labeled Chem C9. Could someone have put it here on accident? So we're definitely saying she was poisoned, right? So on this shelf this looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are.
They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring out a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss.
Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
What? You think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well.
I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number, so I guess I can consider this section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here, in which case I don't have to worry about this one too much. On this shelf is... one look and I can tell nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and powerful chemicals. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number, so I guess I can consider this section C. I should try to find out more about the shelving unit. Looks like they're split into 3 sections. Section A says diamond tree, Section B reagents, and Section C lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A, but what concerns me is in Section A, there was a bottle was from Section C. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on there. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room. I don't know why, because there was like nothing in there. I already checked everything twice. So, but whatever.
Hey.
So, Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro told me.
I see.
So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway.
Well, I've made some progress. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You do well to look over them one more time.
So she said Sakura's body, this, and that. Okay.
According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
Just a second.
Just staring off in space isn't going to help you figure out anything. Well, yeah, I know, but...
Hey.
Don't you think you might actually need to examine the body?
Whew.
There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perviously used to. Although there are still some times. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you...
So...
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind.
Hey.
More importantly, look here. Her shoes.
Correct.
You see that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. Well, we know where that's from.
Hey.
Next is the window ahead. Look carefully.
It's true.
Actually, even telling you that is incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just explain.
It would seem...
It would appear she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows. 2 blows?
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I've learned from examining her body. I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. Huh? This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
Hey.
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is... on one of the pages near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in bold, bloody letters. And it said, Toko. Could this be a dying message?
Correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this?
So...
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message.
However...
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it.
What the heck?
And she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
Forgive you.
It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more sus. Magazine diagnosis. And finally, the bottles. She found a new clue. Something new.
Hey.
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you'll be sure to find it. The correlation. Hey, Kyoko, can you just tell me what it is already?
So...
I don't mind guiding you toward clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusions, so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer! I do trust you to a good degree, otherwise I wouldn't have told you anything. Only to a degree.
Hey.
Actually, there's one thing about the Monokuma bottle that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment?
Anyway...
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottles? Try to get the smaller pieces, too. Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. That obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so...
So then...
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is all about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And just as I finished up... Sorry to keep you waiting.
So then...
Is everything ready? Then let's go to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing?
In other words...
I got a scaler from the chem lab, so we're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? The pieces of glass you collected and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
Listen.
First, let's compare the weight of the 2 normal Monokuma bottles. It's balanced.
In other words...
Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. Which makes sense. Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
So then...
Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now what it might be expect to see. Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here
So
and there.
then...
Okay then, let's give it a try. Huh? The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words...
The result of our experiment and the correlation between each bottle. Put it all together.
Hey.
And I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you. Oh! Whoa!
Whoops, he had caught me sleep.
Oh, shut up, you big beluga. It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Monokuma made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up one after another. And then... the ultimate mortal horrors! A locked room murder mystery!
What?
What the... Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons! Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss it in a smiley face, it turns positive!
Yes, indeed!
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. XD! This is just plain creepy!
Well?
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put it in a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
Yes, indeed!
For example, do you have 100 friends?
What?
He's right. This does make it seem sad.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Please get on the elevator. I'll see you all down there. What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me!
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean!
I didn't murder anyone.
What the heck?
Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer?
What the heck?
Whatever.
Either way, the truth will soon be revealed. Because there can be no doubt, one of us is the culprit.
The killer, the one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know, and yet someone killed her. And that person is here? That person is one of us? Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator. With each step I took, I felt like I was moving farther and farther away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors closed. It began its system. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always, the ride was over. Alright, that's the end of this investigation. So, I don't really know, I don't really know who did it, this time. I have a feeling it wasn't Toko because they're probably going to be suspecting her first, and it's never the person they suspect first, so it's probably not Toko. It might not even be Hiro. I don't know. I think that the poison's going to have something to do with it, so we'll just have to see. All right, guys. Well, I will see you guys in the next episode.